What's up, guys? This is Artie, and this is Disorder. I actually had a fan of mine recommend that I play this game. And from what I know, this is a game done by Screw Attack, and it hits on some heavy stuff, mainly about like depression and suicide and stuff like that. So if that is some stuff that issues a trigger for anybody, include like anybody who's ever dealt with it, myself included, if it's too much for you to handle, I wouldn't recommend you watch this. But for anyone else who's willing to take this journey with me, let's get started. So let's see. Finally, his body gave in. So A and B. One's jump, one's crouch. Okay, here we go. That's different. Okay. So let's go through here and see what happens. We've started to pause. Alright, so start. And let's take a look at something. Yeah, let's lower that a little bit, because that's a little loud. I mean, that's really loud. Alright, hold on, let me check something. Maybe I should do that. Alright, that should be better. Lower the volume on my headphones so that way, no, it won't be too much. Hold on one sec. Just one up. That'll do. Alright, going from there. Certainly it's my fault for existing. It's never your fault. Alright. What the hell? Okay. Disorder. Alright, let's get this party started. How did it all start? Well, let's go ahead and find out. I need to navigate through my broken memory. The very landscape is shaped by our time together. Dark and light, is it actually a Mobius strip? And light and dark, two heads, one coin. How did it all start? Dualism separates everything in my mind. There has to be some common ground between it all. So I'm guessing one side is the good part and the other side is the bad part. So this is the light, and I'm assuming this is darkness. And here we go. Let's see. Father drove us to school. I would rather stayed home. That place terrified me. Maybe he wanted to comfort us, show us he cares. Passing streets always looked so empty. So cold. Each ride was deathly quiet. His face turned to stone when brother spoke. Damn. Alright, so each one goes through good, bad, good, bad. We would play marbles. He and I needed time together, time away from the others. That time is gone, but the remembrance proves he was here. In truth, I merely wanted to touch something he touched. Brother had a knack for the game, all games really. Each victory for him was a much greater defeat for me. I have a bad feeling, man. Each one I find is a reminder of a different milestone. different from the others. Whenever I lose faith, I find a nearby marble and hold it tight. My life is just a series of lost marbles. Heh. Well, damn, dude. Okay. Coming through here, across through here. Pass through, jump up. Judging from what I'm seeing so far, this clearly looks like a case that this guy is going through some pretty much depression. I mean, we've all gone through it in our own shape, way, and form. You know, sometimes life gets a little too tough. Life gets a little too rough. You know, I mean, it's not a sign that you're weak to be depressed. It's not a sign that you're weak to cry. Sometimes it's a sign that you're alive, you know, and sometimes it's a sign that you're human. And sometimes it's a sign that you've been too strong for too damn long, you know, and I mean, you just need to sometimes, you know, you've been strong for too long, and sometimes you gotta let it out, you know, you gotta just let the emotion go. It's kind of sad, though, you know, the type of life people live nowadays. You don't get the opportunity or the chance to actually, you know, break down and have some time to yourself and recuperate. But, you know, depression, it's not like depression would take a backseat and say, oh yeah, you have a life to live. No, sometimes it just takes over and shit. Everything seemed lifeless, but that illusion soon lifted. Yeah, so that stops time now, okay. Constant motion rests a weary mind. It all worked in its own stubborn way. Even the most obstinate amongst us will learn. It just requires a willingness to listen. It all worked in its own stubborn way. Simple thoughts would sometimes stop me where I stood. I feared being caught up in pointless repetition. I feared eternity. Simple thoughts. Anyways, but like I said, you know, sometimes we've been strong for too long. Sometimes you just need, you know, being depressed isn't a sign of weakness. It doesn't mean you're mentally disabled. It doesn't mean anything. It means that you've been strong for way too long and the cracks are finally starting to show. It's a part of life. We're human beings. We're human beings. We're not supposed to be absolutely perfect, and it's not supposed to be where you know, some things do affect us, and when it does affect us, it doesn't mean we're weaklings. It just means that if we've been too strong for too dang long. And yeah, I've had my own fair share of dealings with depression. I've had to deal with it in my time. And I'd have to say that if anyone I knew ever was going through that stuff, you know, it's not something you can just man up and get through, you know. Sometimes it's something it takes time. It takes somebody to sit there and listen and to be there for you, because that's what you need. You need someone to listen and to know about what's making you so sad or what's making you so upset, and just be there. I mean, it's not like, and for anyone who ever has someone who's going through that stuff, it doesn't mean that you're baby. You're showing them that you care about them, that you love them. And that's something a lot of people need to know. I mean, it's not like you gotta let them know that, oh, it's gonna be alright. Sometimes you just gotta let them know, I'm there for you, for whatever happens. So let's continue on. View from from outside, we were quite respectable. Some would call us well off. Soup always went to the table when I felt ill. I know there was love. Sometimes it was just hard to find. Yet deep within lay a hidden rot. The perfect son, a role I could never fit. Brother smiled too seldom, only on the days I was well. I was always... couldn't quite. I suppose we're fated to this life, whatever it might be. Sheesh, man. That's like some seriously heavy shit. Whoop. Okay. Well, where does this lead? Apparently, I don't know, but I'm gonna cross over here. Up here, over here, and right here. So, I'm betting it was a bad household or something like that. Maybe this is post-traumatic stress or something. Who knows? Let's see. So that fades away. That happens. And what? Don't you go away from me. Going up. On it. Got that song in my head to keep my mood up. Let's see. Judging from this, I'm assuming that I'm gonna have to fall all the way down. The neighbors kept at a distance. We didn't want sympathy. We weren't that lost yet. Dad once told me my greatest asset was a strong will. It'll get you past anything, he said. Let's find out. If only I could sleep through it all. How can fresh air feel so stagnant? My home seemed to crumble ever so lightly each evening. If only I could sleep through it all. Most windows stayed dark through the night. Okay. Didn't want sympathy. Well. Sleep through it all. Most windows stay dark through the night. My home seemed to crumble ever so slightly each evening. Huh. Let's see. Looks like it's just like Dad once told me my greatest asset was my vacant stare. Build sympathy, he said. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't seem like a pretty pops. Vacant stare and build sympathy. this is starting to make, this is like really sad. Ah, fuck. Okay, going up. And I made it. Sometimes I was given a choice. If time is a river, it's one with many forks. They say the grass is greener on the other side. I say the only grass worth looking at is the blade in front of you. I never feel comfortable choosing one path over another. Maybe just a hope for safe passage. Sometimes I was given a choice. Oh, what's up? Chance to alter my course. Maybe just a hope for safe passage. Well, let's see where this goes. Ah, damn it. Try this again. Oh. In the end, choices always bring you to the same conclusion now. Reality is just a fluid flowing through a sightless ravine. Let the current carry me along. Don't think I'm fatalistic. As predicted, I caught myself in a joke. An eternal loop. I needed something, someone to pull me out. I can just let go, see where the wind takes me. Alright, continuing on. Alright, that was bad. Alright, try this again. Alright, let's see. Here we go, and boom shakalaka, and boom goes the dynamite. Alright. Hey, looks like his brother. Ow. What the hell? What the hell happened? Okay. I don't know what the hell happened, but just when I gained footing, a new sinkhole is conjured. This is all set up from the start, like a prank gone terribly wrong. A rigged game. It's hardly a game at all, because when I gained my footing, a new sinkhole is conjured. Set from the start like a prank gone terribly wrong. The scale of justice is far too fickle for my tastes. When order is lost, only terror is left in its place. Bound, gagged, frightfully helpless. Let's see. Through here. So, judging from the way this looks, it looks like and this isn't, you know, really that hard. I guess they did this so that way you can get the story to hit, because it's hitting, you know, it's definitely doing its job and hitting hard. Then again, it's supposed to hit on things like that. His fantasies were a package deal, my brother and I felt his very heartbeat could solve all the world's problems. We relied on one another. His fantasies were my realities. His and things around him frightened me. The darkened doorstep doesn't begin to cover it. We shared in all things, fears, passions, dreams, and troubles. He comes and goes without hesitation. In other words, he had the same discretion. Dude, I have this really bad feeling that, judging from the way it looks, brother probably had the same stuff that this guy's going through, and he probably killed himself. Just an assumption. Just an assumption. I hope I'm wrong, though. Like, that would just... that would be heart-wrenching if that actually happened, you know. We're about to find out. And I died. Come on. And I died. Ooh, nope, not this time. And try that. Boom. 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 And boom. Come through. Completely overwhelmed. The more I found, the less I looked. Jealousy, I suppose. Place to think. Alone. It was odd, though. I was still surrounded by their words. The more I found, the less I looked. Peace isn't the right word. Maybe seclusion, an escape of my own choosing. Completely overwhelmed. My only solace was in nature. Peace isn't the right word. No, I wanted to be utterly lost, taken in by the worldliness, a place to think alone. I was still surrounded by their words. I looked. Jealousy, I suppose. I'm guessing... yeah, I'm guessing the ... might lead to a darker thought. So I need to be very careful about what I'm looking at. So I'll be a little more observant of what I'm supposed to see here. Go, and made it. Come on. Yep. But that's where I need to be. And up, up, up. Shoot the whoop. Made it. And I died again. Alright, let's try this. And up, up, up. Made it. Through. And up. And boom chakalaka. Ah. Gotta be quick on the draw, apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And up. Coming up. Boom shakalaka, shakalaka, and boom shakalaka. Well, go. Alright, it's not good. Not good that thing's cracking, though. It's a bad sign. Oh shit! I thought about death often. That's not good. You don't need to be thinking about death. Kids at school didn't share my interest. I don't know when getting help became a prescription. I thought about death often. Maybe too much. What's to say? Well, I know when getting help became a prescription. I thought about death often. Yes, maybe too much, what you say. Height fascinated me. One false step and dying has to be a solitary journey. Quicksand will be preferable. Suffocation is elegant. No, it's not. Height fascinated me. One false step and it's nice to think that some things are just that simple. Ah, well, that would probably... ah, damn it. So yeah, it's true. If you go and do the what do you got, the ellipses, I guess. If you hit the ellipses just right, it'll fucking hell. All right, if you hit the ellipses just right. Pause. And he'll give you a new thing. Damn it. Alright. Let's see. Drop. But yeah, it should give you just enough of a drop. My thoughts were peculiar after a blindness. Just fine, just fine. In and out, swim images. This big, that small. Maybe I can fade away too, just for a time. Mother said I was born under a watchful star. I don't like being watched by anyone or anything. Maybe I can fade away too, just for a time. My thoughts were peculiar, they often put it. Blindness would suit me just fine. In and out swim images. Big, that's small. Until this and that are revealed as relative terms, nothing more. Dude. All you have to understand is that they're nothing more than just simply put thoughts. They don't make you weird. They don't make you free. It just means you think about them. It's not. Sometimes thinking about, it's okay to think about stuff like that. It's another thing to act on them, but it's one thing, it's okay to think about it. Everybody thinks about death. Everybody thinks about their self-worth in the world. Everybody wonders what they're worth. And everybody has their own unique worth to the world. You just gotta find it, you know? And make it. Come on. And get up. Let's see. Get there. Alright, crawling through, getting up. So this one's gonna be the toughie, I guess. Go for it. Yeah, because that one under there. And I made it. Brother joined my wanderings. Oh no. Oh, my thoughts would always return to interrupt, would always return to interrupt us. Enlightenment felt within reach. Brother joined your wanderings. You didn't say why. I didn't ask. It went so differently, and on all sides, slightly dark, just so very still. They found it amusing to tease him, I'm not sure. Rather than ask for help. Damn it, man.